stage 4, and this is the shine stage. This stage is all about maintaining that elevated awareness that you've created by going through that shadow stage. So all that hard work you've been through, all that discomfort, this is the stage to maintain it, to live with it. You can see what's going on when others around you are caught in drama and their identities. It stands out to you more and more and more. Okay, the goal of this stage is that you've already let go of old ways of being, some old ways of being, and you're learning how to integrate new ways, the new ways that you want to be, that serve you better in your life. And this is where you become a much more effective leader and partner in your relationships, whether that's professional or personal. The connection between your mind and body is getting stronger. So you're not just stuck in your head, you're completely in your body. Your body is a tuning fork in a way for your life. You're acutely aware of when your physiology changes. So when you're getting reactive, when you're triggered, when you're getting a reaction from someone or something, you're aware of that and you can see it. And that's the power in it. It's not necessarily about not getting triggered to start with, it's about seeing it. Because if you're not aware of when you get triggered, you're just going to react in old ways and regret what you're saying, or just you're not going to kind of close the loop on that. So when you can see the triggers, you can intercept it. And so you know when you're in stage 4, when you're practicing the 80-20 body-mind split. And so I touched on it a minute ago that body and mind is completely integrated. And so you're acutely aware of when your physiology changes and when you're getting triggered. You're not just in your head, you're not just behind your eyes, you're scanning your body all of the time. And so the 80-20 is that ideally we want to be 80% in our body, listening to our heart, listening to our gut, listening to our senses, and then just 20% of the time in our head. So when we're in our head and we can see our stories and we can start to curate or filter or defilter our interactions in life. So we're becoming skillful at stripping away some biases that is easier said than done, of course, but it's a really enjoyable stage. It's skillful when you're practicing that 80-20 split. You have the capacity to recenter yourself in real time. So when you're getting triggered and you're angry or you're scared or you're emotional in some sense, you can see it, you can spot it, and you can recenter yourself with skillful practice of breath work, for example. You're just becoming a real master in what's going on for you. You're not projecting onto other people. You're in control. You take responsibility for your own reactions and your own experiences within life. You're aware and understand how to communicate effectively. So rather than being blameful, rather than being stuck in victimhood, you can see that you can author your life how you want to. You can take responsibility, you can coach other people, you're not rescuing other people, and you know how to say no effectively. And I think that's, most of us don't say no well enough, and we overcommit, we bury ourselves in all this work we have to do, whether that's helping people, whether that's actual work, and then at some point we get pushed into a corner, we're burnt out, and we lash out. So, when you're beginning to master yourself, stage 4 personal mastery is you're really in tune with that. You can say no effectively, not in a dismissive way, but in what's right for you. You can set your clear boundaries really, really well. And kind of an extension from that is that you are aware of drama dynamics. So whether that's at work, whether that's in your relationships, your intimate relationships, you can see it and you can effectively steer yourself as well as others around you out of it with grace. If you're not blaming, you're just skillful at navigating drama, the inevitable drama that shows up in life, and you can steer yourself and others really, really well. And what that does is that it lifts people. It lifts the people around you. You become someone that they want to be around, both professionally and personally, because you're offering a new narrative to what most people experience. Most people experience blaming and victimhood and, all that type of stuff, persecution, whereas when you're in stage 4, you're offering a new way of being. You can lift people through challenging times, which when you dive deeper into that, you can navigate conflict really, really well. When you become further and further down the path of personal mastery, you have the skills to manage conflict. Doesn't mean you won't experience conflict, but you can manage it really well. And lastly, in stage 4 is that your just general presence affects those around you positively. So you become almost like a shining light. People want to be with you. People want to hear you talk. Professionally, people want your advice. Personally, people want your advice personally as well. You become almost like you start to become magnetic. People are drawn to you. So that's stage 4.